Ahoy hoy, I'm Planet Walk, and welcome to the 12 Pseudoscientists of Christmas. This is Pseudoscientist number 12, and today we have a flat earther who is also extremely arrogant, KilianP. Now this video is actually a part 2 to the video I did last year on KilianP for the 12 Pseudoscientists of Christmas. In that video, KilianP claims that MCToon is getting things wrong about the elevation of the sun, and then uses that to say that the globe model is therefore wrong. In reality, of course, MCToon was completely correct, and KilianP had to both fudge the numbers and misunderstand the numbers in order to make a point. And in addition to that, the numbers also include atmospheric refraction, which really works against him. That is the short version of the video. You can go watch the whole video if you'd like to. Anyway, let's continue on with it.
So where is the sun?
So if you go outside during the day, you might see this bright thing in the sky. That's where the sun is. It's a lot further away than it looks though.
Try to explain away the bullshit with refraction, because there is no refraction when the sun or another celestial body is that low.
So the claim here is that when an object is at the horizon, then there is no refraction. This is patently false, and I can use the website that he is using to prove it. So if we go to that website and we put our location at the North Pole on the 20th of March, which is the equinox, we can see that we indeed get no altitude corrections for the sun, which is a little bit odd. If there was no refraction, you'd think that they'd give a refraction value of 0. So what if we set our date to be a little bit later then? A date where the sun would still be close to the horizon, but is just a little higher in the sky. Let's say the 23rd of March. Well, we can see that now we have altitude corrections for the sun. Now, if we focus on the refraction value here, we can see that it has a value of negative 23.2 arc minutes for the 23rd of March. Now, let's say that we choose a day where the sun would be a little bit higher in the sky, say the 24th of March. Well, we can see here that the refraction value changes to negative 20.9 arc minutes. This clearly indicates that as the sun has gotten higher in the sky, the magnitude of refraction has gone down. We could change the date to the 25th of March, and we can see the same trend. The refraction has changed to negative 18.9 arc minutes here. Now, why might it be that during the equinox at the North Pole, we get no altitude corrections for the sun? Well, this is a celestial navigation table. When doing celestial navigation, there is a certain way that you do things. You don't measure from the center of the sun to the horizon, you measure from the bottom of the sun to the horizon. If the bottom of the sun is not visible, then you cannot measure from the bottom of the sun to the horizon. Now, during the equinox at the North Pole, the sun is not fully above the horizon yet, so it makes sense that you'd not be able to see the bottom of the sun. So yes, KilianP, there is a lot more refraction at the horizon, and the website you use demonstrates this fact.
So if you put it onto a flat plane with the data from real life, you get conflicting positions for the sun.
Yeah, like I showed a minute ago on your ball. You should research your own ball instead of pointing to other maps or people or doing your you fucking morons.
Just a little bit of advice, KilianP. I'd advise against calling other people morons when every point that you have made in this video has been wrong. Especially when what's being demonstrated to you in the clip that you are showing is that Flat Earth has much worse problems with the thing that you are criticizing the globe for having.
But if you put that same data onto a globe, and I'll speed this up a bit, you put that exact same data from real life onto a globe, and what you find is it all points in the same direction, as though the sunlight is coming in parallel, right?
No, not right. You don't see sunlight. You see a physical sun everywhere. You look like flat earthers. They also talk about seeing the light. No, I see a physical sun.
We do not see geometry, we see light. And besides, if we did see geometry and the Earth were flat, then we'd be able to work out exactly where the sun is. This is because there would be a definite position over the Earth where the sun is, and we'd be able to do things like calculate the height from that. There also wouldn't be any effects like refraction to throw off the results, because refraction is a thing that happens to light.
90 degrees east over a full longitude. How many 90 degrees you have? Each location have its own 90 degrees east, of course. Otherwise it's not 90 degrees east anymore.
I don't understand the point that he was trying to make. And I'm not sure whether it's because there were a few words that I couldn't make out there, or whether it's because he was just saying stuff without any regards for what words mean.
I have some other problem for you. The globe claim. Let's say you are on the 90 degrees north, on the North Pole. And you see the sun just around the horizon. And then you move 10 latitudes down. Then the sun rises for your vision with like 10 degrees.
So yes, that is correct, as long as it's midday at the locations that you choose. And I see that you've chosen midday along 0 degrees east.
You have to tilt your head up 10 degrees more to see the sun.
Yes, this is all not a problem and is consistent with what we observe in reality.
But that's not always true. So let's move 90 degrees west of this location. So let's move to these guys here. So it would be logic when we move down on the latitudes, the sun will go higher, of course. That's what happened on the globe, of course. Let's change 10 degrees of altitude south. Hold on. Same altitude.
Okay, he's making a huge mistake here. If the sun is on the horizon, why would you have to raise your head to look at it? You've changed the location of the observer to a place where they would see the sun on the horizon, and you're surprised that they don't have to look above the horizon to look directly at the sun. That is why I said earlier that he is correct, but only if the time at the observer's location is midday. At any other time, the sun is going to be closer to the horizon because otherwise the sun wouldn't set. The sun needs to get closer to the horizon in order to set. That is literally how sunset works. This is another classic case of flat earthers not being able to think in 3 dimensions.
And it didn't change. That can only happen on a flat earth, of course, not on a globe earth.
Funnily enough, he completely has things the wrong way around, because if the earth were flat, then you would expect that to change. This is because as your latitude changes on a flat earth, no matter what your longitude is, the distance to the sun would also change, which would affect the height above the horizon. You're literally taking something that should be a flat earth claim and saying that it's a globe earth claim. And the claim that you're making here would also mean that the sun would never set, which is more appropriate for a flat earth. In fact, the sun never setting makes 0 sense on a globe earth.
That would be a flat earth with local suns.
Even local suns as a plural doesn't work here, because if there's more than one sun, then we should regularly be able to see more than one sun.
How would you explain this piece of shit?
Well, there's a very easy explanation here. You don't understand what you're talking about. It's not a problem with a globe, it's a problem with your understanding.
It's just one thing to demonstrate that the Earth is a globe. Do the observation with multiple points, there's only one conclusion that's available. All the angles point to a faraway light source. My map is the globe. The globe is the only accurate map. And if the map is wrong, then all the observations have to be warped in a certain way so that they end up matching reality.
FTFE is completely correct here. The angle of the sun does not work on a flat Earth, but it does on a globe. Flat earthers try to come up with many excuses in order to try and make it work, but at the end of the day, it's all unverified conjecture. On the globe, things just work without needing multiple local suns that we only ever seem to see one of. Anyway, the rest of the video is just clips of FTFE saying bendy light or a few other things, but it does have this one bit of insight by KilianP.
I wanted to do it on the accurate map, the only accurate map in existence, which is a globe.
Moron.
This is the only possible shape.
So yeah, that was his only input for the rest of the video. just to say moron, in amongst a bunch of clips of FTFE and one clip of MCToon. But anyway, leave a like and subscribe if you like this video. Leave a comment letting me know who you think is going to appear in the 12 Pseudoscientists of Christmas this year. As always, a big shout out to my $20 or more patrons: Hugh Jarsz, M.C.Nutkin, Tony C, Rosyna Keller, Ray, KidVicious, definitely not NASA, Morrie, Kaylee, and FistWizard. If you want to support me financially, you can do so on Patreon, there should be a link there, or you could buy me a coffee, link will be in the description. I will see you in the next video. Between you and me, thank you for watching.